Hello guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, for the very first time, we're covering a Sony pony. You freaking hear that, Cody Lee of blackcatbooks.org? The term is Sony pony, not SNOY, on the channel. And I hope you're as excited for our newest guest as I am. So let's give it up for the amazing Cuckus! Anyways, act surprised, but the amazing Cuckus is upset that Microsoft bought out Bethesda and that all of Bethesda's IPs now belong to Microsoft, including Starfield, which, while heartbreaking, doesn't really bother me in the slightest. You want to know why? PC Master Race, bitches. Anyways, I'm sorry for hogging the spotlight for so long from our guest, but my good pal Onyx Legacy laced my horse treats with some pony salt and, well, you know the rest. Anyways, you're up, Cuckus.
Oh my goodness. So let me start off this video by saying, listen, I want Xbox to win. I know many people call me a Sony pony, and that's fine, because Sony is where the games are.
Well, I mean, yeah, the action-adventure games, that's really all Sony has left, if you don't include game companies like Vanillaware. The 3 games I want to come to Steam more than anything are all by Vanillaware, and they still haven't done that. So here I sit in quite a pickle as I wait for something that will almost guaranteed never happen. Waiting for Dragon's Crown, Odin's Sphere, and Muramasa the Demon Blade to come to a platform where all the Sony games are coming to, in addition to the Xbox games, funnily enough.
But I want Xbox to win, because if Xbox wins, then Sony wins double.
Thank you for explaining how competition works, Lucas. I don't think I needed you to explain it to me, but hey, I've been wrong before.
Alright? Because if Xbox starts putting out actual quality games and exclusives, then Sony will put out even more, okay? So this is a win-win for PlayStation owners.
How exactly is this a win for PlayStation owners? This sounds like a major cope over the fact that you're not getting Starfield anymore unless you go to Xbox or PC.
Here, bruh, let's be honest, let's cut the bullcrap. Starfield is trash, okay? I really don't know why anyone would buy Starfield. I just don't know. Now me, I will be playing Starfield, best believe, because I'm not one to trash on a game and then not play it.
So let me see if I have this straight. You just said Starfield is trash, and then after talking some major trash on it, you're like, I'm gonna play it because I don't like talking trash on a game without having played it. Way to contradict yourself and defeat your own argument, bro. Seriously, if you somehow know that a game is going to be trash before you even play it, then why bother buying the bloody thing in the first place? That makes no sense whatsoever!
In order for my trash talk to work, I have to play the game, so I can see, oh, I was right, which 99.9% of the time, I am.
I call some major BS on that one, Lucas. Show me where 99.9% of the time you were right. Come on now, show me. I mean, Harmon Smith, or Cody Lee if you go by his pen name on Amazon, does the exact same thing. He makes all sorts of predictions on games failing, but at least he's right some of the times, as in his mind, everything not made by Nintendo is going to fail, regardless of actual quality. You, however, well, this is the first video I've ever covered on you, so I can't be sure, but still, show me where you're right 99.9% of the time, because that sounds like the sort of thing a narcissist like Quantum TV would say.
Because let's break this down, really. Why would anyone buy Starfield when No Man's Sky is readily available? Can someone explain that to me? No Man's Sky does everything that Starfield does, but to a better degree. I tried watching the 46-minute deep dive, and I'm like, there was no deep dive. All Starfield is sizzle with no steak.
People are going to be buying Starfield because it does several things different from No Man's Sky, Lucas. The only thing Starfield and No Man's Sky share in common is the premise, but apart from that, they are 2 different games. As for No Man's Sky doing everything Starfield does, but to a better degree, tell me, what is No Man's Sky's story, Because as I understand it, No Man's Sky has no story. Now, I can't say any more than that because I haven't played No Man's Sky myself, but I have seen a friend of mine play it, and to me, it doesn't really look that appealing, whereas Starfield does, but the point is, they offer different things as to what you can do in them.
And it's crazy to see the Xbots, right? Because that's what they are, they're NPCs themselves. I like Xbox, Game Pass, I like Where are your games? Do you have any exclusives to even compete with Uncharted 4?
Okay, Lucas. First of all, not a good idea to be taking pot shots at Xbox when I and everyone else can say the exact same things about PlayStation. And second of all, do you have autism by any chance? All this is at this point is you throwing pony salt at the walls and hoping something sticks, it sounds like to me.
Right? That's all you hear from all these Xbots. And I watched this deep dive and I'm looking, right? I have an Xbox. I got it as a joke because I lost a bet. But I have an Xbox. Now, I've been waiting for anything to cause me to turn on the little Xbox circle button to turn on my system.
To which you yourself have stated earlier in the video that you already have a reason to turn on your Xbox system, and that reason is Starfield. I suppose you're just gonna backpedal on that now?
But nevertheless, I've been waiting for something. Please give me a game so I can turn it on. Anything. And I thought Starfield was going to be the game. That's a lie. I never thought Starfield was going to be the game. It looked trash when they presented it, and it looks even more trash now.
Now, while I have said earlier in this video that I haven't watched any of the Starfield Directs or whatever, I have heard from other YouTubers that Bethesda has actually made the game look better, not worse. Just like I said, at this point, Lucas is showing his true pony colors at this point, and basically he's throwing his salt at others in the sad hopes that someone, somewhere, will hear him and feel sorry for him. He has an Xbox to play the game with, apparently, but since it's not on his beloved PS5, nor will any other Bethesda Softworks games be on PlayStation or Nintendo from now on, he has to go and throw a hissy fit about it. Just join the PC Master Race then, dude. We'll all be assimilated into it eventually.
Because why would you buy this game? Give me a reason.
I'll do you one even better and give you 2 reasons. 1, to be entertained. 2, to free myself from the shackles of fantasy for just a little while. How are those reasons, Lucas?
I'm hearing a lot of people say a whole bunch of features, not actual gameplay, okay? Because what they talk about, what you'll hear on the internet and Twitter and stuff like that. You hear, oh, you get to customize the spaceship. You get to create a spaceship. And I'm thinking, okay, I mean, that's a cool feature, but I'm customizing the spaceship to what point? To what end am I customizing this spaceship? That I'm putting the rockets on and having this on and what? For what?
Lucas, you're saying that like gameplay isn't a feature in its own right. As for the spaceship customization, you can make it so that your spaceship is better suited to gunfights, or you can deck out your spaceship for sneaking around all these gunfights, and all sorts of other stuff, I presume. Bethesda games often give the player a choice in how they confront or solve a problem, and while their later games have dumbed the choices down considerably, they still have choices. Also, you apparently have to improve your spaceship so that you can get to planets that are further out of your starting solar system or whatever it is you're traveling about in. So not only is spaceship customization a really cool feature, it is required to complete the game's story.
To explore a barren world, and the worlds are barren. Best believe. Show me any gameplay where it's like, oh wow, that looks like a completely populated and, explorable world. None. Even bootleg Michael Bay, what's his name, Todd Howard, has come out and said that, hey, many of the planets are going to be barren because that's what it is.
You're living this science fiction explorer fantasy, and sometimes that's being on a barren planet and nothing is going on. And nothing is going on.
And nothing is going on.
Lucas, there is no way on God's green earth that Bethesda could have every square foot of the game's universe be populated at once like what you're asking for. It's too much. Or at least the planets, anyway. Bethesda themselves have said that some parts of these worlds are going to be less populated to allow for random encounters, like, what you'd see in Skyrim and the Fallout games, or areas to have instances of said random encounters, among other things.
This is nothing more than a shallow cash grab. And I hate to see Xbox being abused like this, okay?
Examples, please?
It's like seeing a child with Down syndrome, and someone's teasing it. It's like, hey, leave the kid alone, all right? Leave the kid alone. And it's the same thing I see with Xbox, and they're so excited. All these Xbox are so excited, and they think PlayStation fans are salty.
Lucas, did you not watch this video back before you uploaded it to YouTube? You are salty, my guy. The only other 2 YouTubers that I can name you off the top of my head when it comes to this level of saltiness are Harmon Smith and Canadian Gamer.
They think we're coping, and I'm just like, Do you not know we have Spider-Man in the pipeline? Do you not know we have Final Fantasy in the pipeline? Do you not know that we have Wolverine in the pipeline? If anything, we are like the older brother trying to help our Down syndrome, little brothers. Like, hey, this is how you do it, okay? 1 + 1 is 2, not 65.
Once again, Lucas proves to us all that fanboys can't argue to save their lives. Like we needed proof of that after all the videos I've done on Harmon Smith proving the exact same thing. But anyways, Lucas, your argument falls flat because guess what? I can say the exact same thing about Xbox and PC. We have Starfield in the pipeline. We have Stalker 2 in the pipeline. As for Nintendo, we have Super Mario RPG Remake in the pipeline. We have Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince in the pipeline. We have Super Mario Wonder in the pipeline. You see how easy it is to make that argument and how easy it is to dismantle it now?
Thousands of planets. No Man's Sky has, 18 quintillion planets? And these mofos are excited about thousands of planets? Here's the thing, what's crazy to me is how far behind Starfield is. I mean, let's look at this. There's no enemy variation. People are so excited. Oh, you get to have scopes and you get to have rifles and shotguns. I'm like, yeah, you have these basic guns, but for what purpose? Why do you have all these weapons? For what? It's meaningless.
There are going to be at least 2 other races of characters that will be in Starfield apart from humans, and they are mechs and creatures. As for the weapon variety, it's so that the player has a choice in how they tackle combat. For example, if you want to barge in guns blazing, you can do that. You want to take an enemy down stealthily? Well, that's an option too. What if you want to snipe an enemy from afar? Well, there you go.
There's no enemy variety. All the enemy are humans. Think about this. Starfield, Galaxy, all the people in the game are human. Had they showed you one alien, all of them human. And I'm just like, what? How does that make any sense? Okay, makes no sense. None whatsoever. So they keep talking about this upgrade, but I'm like, upgrade for what? When the enemies take 2 shots to take down? And the AI was glitching when they presented it, and the AI is no better now.
Dude, the AI in Bethesda Softworks games has always been poopy, so what else is new?
The AI it's so dumb, it's unbelievable that they have the audacity to present this. And what makes it even worse is that they're Xbox players who have been so abused that they're happy to see anything. They're like, hey, PlayStation got all these cool exclusives. What? Can you give us some exclusive, please? Please?
Once again, I ask, examples, please?
And they've been acquiring everything. You know how much they love saying, oh, they acquired Bethesda. They acquired Bethesda. And it's like, yeah, but you guys have nothing to show for it. I'm just, like, if I wanted to play Starfield right now, I'd go play No Man's Sky.
Dude, you made a 15-minute video complaining about how Starfield is trash, then you say you're going to play it on release or at some point, and now you're talking about how Microsoft acquired Bethesda Softworks and yet they have nothing to show for it despite making a 15-minute long video complaining about a Bethesda game that will be exclusive to Microsoft platforms? Yeah, I think the Xbox do have something to show for it, Lucas. What do the Sony ponies have to show for it?
Why would anyone buy this game? That's what I'm having trouble to come with a reason for. There's no reason to buy the game. When it comes to, you look at the spaceship fights. I'm like, oh, you get to, board an enemy vessel and take it over. And then they go and show you, and the AI is just like jerking each other off. And I'm just like, wait, you open the door and they're just standing there waiting for you to shoot them? Okay. And it's like 3 guys. At any given moment, throughout the gameplay, there's only like 2 to 3 guys that you're shooting. Is this fun to people? Are people looking at this going, oh, I can't wait to shoot 3 guys or shoot 1 person, 2 times and they go down.
Lucas, you might just call me crazy here, but it didn't look like those guys in the enemy spaceships were jerking each other off. It looked like they were, in fact, fighting with the player character. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna have to end it here because I've already spoiled too much of Starfield for my taste, and I'd like to save as much of it as possible. I want it to remain secret for me until it comes out and I've actually played it. My apologies. One thing Lucas does bring up later in the video that I want to address is how PlayStation has a monopoly on the games industry. Come again? No, Lucas, they really don't. If any game company out there has a monopoly on the games industry, then it would be Embracer Group, because that company swallows up IPs like a black hole. They recently acquired the rights to The Lord of the Rings, which I'm honestly not too sure on how to feel about, so I think we'll end it there. I will see you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye for now.